Ah, Sinnoh, the very first region that started it all for me. Well, this time around, things are going to be a lot different. What's going on, folks? It's your boy Grifford, and welcome to Pokemon Renegade Platinum. Yes, you heard me right. Pokemon Renegade Platinum. So, what is this game all about, you may ask? Well, basically, it's a modified version of Pokemon Platinum made by somebody named Drayano60. I hope I'm saying that name properly. Anyway, there are a lot of changes in this game as opposed to the original Pokemon Platinum, such as modified typings, movesets, move pools, evolutionary methods, and a whole lot more. But I'll get into more detail in a later part because right now I'm looking at the introduction. And I have to say, the graphics have improved quite a bit since the first three generations of Pokemon. Okay, these two characters you see there, they were introduced in Pokemon Platinum. The guy on the left was Charon, and the guy on the right was Looker. As a matter of fact, Looker was such a popular character, he was brought back in future Pokemon games. Okay, I don't know what was so popular about him. Well, anyway, those two are not at all in Diamond and Pearl. This is the first time you're seeing those two characters. But for Looker's case, you're going to be seeing him a whole lot more in other Pokemon games. Okay, this guy here is the main antagonist of the game, Cyrus. And that black hole there with the two red eyes coming out of it, those eyes belong to Garatina. And if you go inside that black hole, then you're taken to the Distortion World, a place we'll be going to later on in the game. Okay, and taking a look at the title screen for a second, well, I think it was a pretty nice touch of Dre to throw Renegade Platinum in, as opposed to just saying Pokemon Platinum. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, let's go. Now, as far as changes to the text go, well, what you're going to see here is no exception. We're being introduced to this pretty good ROM hack, an enhancement hack of Pokemon Platinum version by Drayano, and there's going to be a whole lot of changes in this game, such as the wild Pokemon, trainers, and a whole lot more. If you want to know more about this game, I'm going to throw a link in the movie description so that way you can see just what this game is all about. Okay, and now we're going to get introduced to the world of Pokemon by the Sinnoh region's professor, Professor Rowan. Rowan, that name rings a bell. I wonder why. Yeah, anyway, we're about to sit through the same introduction as before from those other Pokemon games. Yes, I do know you're the Pokemon Professor. Is this my first adventure? No it's not. I played through the other Pokemon games already. Okay, I'm not going to go over the control and adventure info because I'm going to be here forever. So, I'm going to go and move on. Okay, here's a Pokeball, and now I think that Rowan wants me to touch the middle of it. Okay, I will certainly do that. And out comes an Eevee. In the original Platinum version, I think that was supposed to be a Baneri instead. But in Diamond and Pearl, I think that was a Munchlax. Okay, yes, I do know we played together with Pokemon, we worked together, we battled together, even though technically they're the ones doing all the fighting, and developed closer bonds. Yeah, I heard all this stuff before from other professors, including ones like Professor Oak. Okay, and now I'm going to be asked about my gender. Okay, I'm a boy, in case you couldn't tell by my voice. And I'm about to tell him my name. Obviously, you know what it is by now. It's Buster. Okay, good thing I can type in my name pretty quickly because the bottom screen is also a touchscreen. Okay, I'm going to spell my name like this because, well, it matches the rest of the text in the entire game. Yes, that is my name. Let's move on. Okay, and with that, I'm going to be introduced to my friend slash rival. It's this kid over here. His name is Barry. Yeah, you may have seen him in the Pokemon anime. I don't know about you, but yeah, I was really excited when I saw Barry in the anime for the first time because, like I said countless times, Diamond was my first ever Pokemon game, and I was wondering if Barry was ever going to make an appearance in the anime. Well, I got my wish, that's for sure. Okay, with that, I believe it's now time to jump into the world of Pokemon. Okay, there we go. Well, there are a lot of changes in Platinum as opposed to Diamond and Pearl, starting with this little news report. Okay, this little news report is saying that Professor Rowan has returned to the Sinnoh region from the Kanto region. If you were playing Diamond and Pearl, then this would say something about a red Gyarados sighting at Lake Verity. Okay, I don't know how many of you went out of your way to try and find that red Gyarados, but if you did find it, well, good on you. That's not something I'm going to do because that task is practically impossible. Okay, now before I get started, I'm going to change the text speed to fast because, yeah, it deserves to be fast. Okay, notice how in the top left corner it says version 1.3.0. I'll get into detail about that some other time because right now I'm about to enter a cutscene. Like right now. Wow, Barry just barges into my room. Yeah, I did read a little bit about Barry. Apparently, he's a pretty impatient character who can't sit still for more than a second. Oh boy, I'm gonna have lots of fun with this guy. Anyway, he wants a Pokemon from Professor Rowan, and if we ask him, maybe he'll give us some. Okay, and now he's turning his attention to my PC, which is apparently new. Well, I don't know if it's new because, hey, all the PCs in this game look the same, so yeah, I have no idea whether or not it's new. Okay, he's gonna be waiting outside, and if I'm late, he's gonna find me $10 million. Yes, that seems to be a running thing with him. If I'm late for something, he's gonna find me money. But don't worry, you're not gonna lose any money to him, well, unless you lose a battle to him. But yeah, don't worry, you're not gonna lose any money to him. Okay, now the PC is gonna tell me something about the game that I'm playing currently, Renegade Platinum. And if you want to know any more things about the game, then yeah, you can go look up on that little link there that I'm going to put in the movie description. Okay, what does it say? The X button opens the menu, and what about the Wii? Super Mario Galaxy. I wonder if that's the same game as what it was in the regular Pokemon Platinum version. I don't remember. Okay, here's my mom, who's no doubt going to tell me that Barry was just here. Yes, I do know about that already. Okay, I get my running shoes already. I'm not supposed to get these for a little while, but hey, good thing I get these right from the get-go, as well as my bicycle. The bicycle, I'm not supposed to get that for quite some time, but yeah, like I said, good thing this was thrown in right from the get-go. Okay, first off, I'm going to register the bike so that way I could access it whenever I want to. Okay, what's playing on TV? Let's see. It's the Contest Digest. Yes, there are contests in this region, just like how it was in the Hoenn region. But just like in the Hoenn region, I'm not going to partake in any of the contests because I don't like them very much. But one thing's for certain, it's a lot different here than it was in the Hoenn region. Okay, what's inside the fridge? Mom's favorite dessert is in the refrigerator. The raspberry tiramisu. Okay, this Pokeball here contains an Eevee. Are you going to get it? Yes. Just not right now. Mom's kitchen is spotless. You can see your face on the floor. Okay, just what kind of tiles are these anyway? Okay, well, let's take a look around the starting town, Twinleaf Town. And as you can see, it's snowing. Yes, it is snowing because, well, if you trigger a random encounter in this pond here, then yeah, the game does confirm that it's snowing. Technology just blows me away. Aren't you supposed to say technology is incredible? Because I know for a fact there's one of you guys in every single Pokemon game. Okay, since Twinleaf Town is not a very big town, well, I shouldn't spend too much time exploring the place. The Pokemon Professor returned to the next town over. Yes, I do know about that. The news report told me. They say he was gone for 4 long years, huh? Okay, that's not something the news report told me. I guess maybe something like that could have popped up on the news report, but whatever. Okay, what does the sign over here say? Fresh and free. Pretty nice, choice of words. It's true that wild Pokemon do attack people sometimes. Yeah, if you're careless. Okay, yeah, that's also true. Okay, what's inside this house? Probably not anything interesting since, well, this is the starting town and nothing of interest really happens. Okay, one more NPC, and he's right over here. If you try leaving Twinleaf Town right away, then he's going to stop you and say that Barry is looking for you. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go check on Barry just as soon as I read this. Okay, perfect. Okay, as soon as I walk by the door, yeah, another running gag. Every now and then Barry does plow into you because, yeah, I guess he's pretty impatient and he goes pretty freaking fast. Okay, now we're going to go see Professor Rowan. Oh wait, looks like maybe he forgot something. Yeah, he's rushing things and he forgets things too. Okay, well, let's go check on him. Oh hey, look who's here. It's his father, Palmer. If you don't know who he is, then he's the person that runs the battle tower at the Battle Frontier, but we're not supposed to know about that for quite some time. Pretty nice of Dre to throw him in there because I don't think Palmer gets a whole lot of screen time. Okay, here is Barry's mom. Yes, pretty nice to see Palmer in the house for once. He and Barry are so alike. How so? Neither of them can ever sit still. Okay, I guess Barry gets his impatience from his father, if that's even a word. Okay, he's gonna get his bag and his journal and say goodbye to his dad. Okay, are you ready now? Okay, looks like he is. Okay, gonna find me $10 million for my money. I'll stick it in your ass. Okay, what's on his Wii? Mario Kart Wii, huh? Interesting. Never played that game before. Okay, anything on the PC screen? The X button opens the menu. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if this was the original Pokemon Platinum, then I think this would be on my PC. Okay, let's get out of here and join Barry on Route 201. Oh, Palmer's gone. Okay, looks like he must have gone back to the Battle Frontier. inside of the battle tower. Too slow? What? You're taking too long getting all your stuff, and you're calling me slow? Okay, now he wants to go to Professor Rowan's lab over in Sandton Town, but one problem, there's grass here. And where there's grass, there's certainly wild Pokemon. Okay, and now he's about to come up with the dumbest idea ever. He's on the verge of going into the grass without any wild Pokemon. I mean, he's on the verge of going into the grass without any Pokemon to protect him. Yeah, sorry about that. Trust me on this one. Why do I have a feeling that he's probably going to regret his decision? Well, anyway, what we're going to see in the grass is nothing but Bidoops and Starlies, and also some other Pokemon too, such as Zigzagoon, Nidoran, and some other Pokemon that I can't really think of quite yet. If we just keep dashing, if we run in the grass, then yeah, we're more than likely to encounter some Pokemon. So yeah, his plan is not a very good plan. Okay, he's about to go into the grass, but he's stopped immediately by none other than Professor Rowan. Okay, I wonder how he saw Barry from his distance. I mean, yeah, it seems to be a faraway distance for Rowan to see Barry trying to go into the grass without any Pokemon, don't you think? Yes, this is the one and only Professor Rowan, who was none too pleased at what Barry was about to do. Okay, now, Professor Rowan's going to ponder what he's going to do. Is he going to scold us, or does he assume that we want Pokemon so that way maybe we could see the world? Well, I'm pretty sure it's, us getting Pokemon so that way we can see the world, obviously. Okay, now he's going to ask me if I love Pokemon. What would happen if I say no? Okay, Barry is baffled by my answer, so Professor Rowan is going to ask me again. Okay, yeah, I have to say yes, so that way this cutscene will move on. Okay, now Rowan's going to ask me once again. Yeah, it's so nice, he wants to hear it twice. Okay, what's Barry going to say now if I say no? That joke's getting old. Okay, I have to answer yes, so that way the cutscene can move on. Okay, yes. A pair of reckless kids who foolishly tried to enter tall grass without any Pokemon of their own. Well, this wasn't my idea, this was Barry's idea. If you want to scold somebody, scold him. I mean, I didn't really have any say in it because, well, obviously, I'm a silent character. Okay, looks like Barry is taking responsibility for his dumb plan. Okay, well, I guess he learned his lesson now. Yeah, I can't really see his plan working because he's possibly liable to get attacked by certain wild Pokemon. Despite the fact that, well, they're not very good. You must promise me that you'll never recklessly endanger yourselves again. Once again, it was Barry's idea, not mine. Okay, and just a second, here comes Professor Rowan's assistant, Dawn. Or if you're playing as Dawn, then this would be Lucas instead. Okay, apparently Rowan left his briefcase at the lake. If you're playing Diamond and Pearl, then this cutscene would be a whole lot different. We would go over to Lake Verity, and then Rowan and Dawn would accidentally leave the briefcase behind, and then Barry was going to go pick it up and return it to the two. But we get ambushed by a couple of Starlies, and then we pick what starter we want to choose to fend off against those Starlies, and then Dawn comes back and takes the briefcase. And that's when the adventure begins. There comes a time when people should be Pokemon. Yep, definitely. Okay, so obviously I'm going to go first when it comes to picking my starter, because if Barry gone first, then yeah, he's probably going to pick the starter that I want, and yeah, that really wouldn't be fair to me. Okay, yep, he's just going to say it right now. You're practically a grown-up? You're 10 years old. I wouldn't exactly call that a grown-up. Okay, anything else you're going to say? Okay, nothing of interest. You're going to be a man about it. Yeah, whatever you say. Okay, what about you? Open the briefcase and choose a Pokemon. If you try leaving, then Barry's going to ask you where you're going and pick up a Pokemon from the briefcase. But I'm going to do that next time. So join me then as I choose my starter Pokemon.